over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with the foundation to serve in the most powerful military the world has ever known. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will lead the way in innovation and United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellence. The Commander's Excellence Beamer is awarded to Flight 139 for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and a spirit of corps during this period of 26 December 2022 to 10 February 2023. Signed, Jeffrey Pixley, Colonel, United States Air Force. The Commander's Excellence Flight was led by Technical Sergeant Jorge Rosales and Master Sergeant Alex Hernandez. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors.
가자.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of musical honors. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 35,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass a review, they will march over the Enlisted Heroes Walk. The men and women recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States military in armed conflict. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review, the Commander of Airmen, Major Glover, the 433rd Training Squadron Commander, hometown, Jackson, Tennessee. The Commander's Excellent Flight, Flight 139, led by Lieutenant Sergeant Jorge Rosales, Military Credit Instructor Trainer, hometown, Moreno Valley, California. Flight 140, led by Technical Sergeant Madison Barrera, Military Credit Instructor, hometown, New Brighton, Minnesota. Flight 141, led by Technical Sergeant Addie Camille, Military Credit Instructor Trainer, hometown, Gulfport, Mississippi. military training instructor, hometown, Jacksonville, Florida. Flight 143, led by Technical Sergeant Garrett Jimenez, military training instructor trainer, hometown, Winchester, Virginia. Flight 144, led by Technical Sergeant Douglas Shaw, military training instructor, hometown, Mobile, Alabama. Flight 145, led by Technical Sergeant Kyle Gerner, military training instructor, hometown, Greensboro, North Carolina. The color guard, led by Senior Master Sergeant Jose Rodriguez, military training instructor trainer, hometown, Santa Ana, California. The flight selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are Academic Excellence Flight 151 and Flight 152, led by Technical Sergeant Joshua Cora, military training instructor, hometown, Hazel Park, Michigan. ET Excellence Flight 146, led by Technical Sergeant Christopher Reynolds, military training instructor, hometown, Milford, New Hampshire. Flight 147, led by Technical Sergeant Selena Ortega, military training instructor, hometown, Holyoke, Massachusetts. Flight 148, led by Technical Sergeant Jared Bain, military training instructor, hometown, San Antonio, Texas. Flight 149, led by Technical Sergeant Guy Reeves, military training instructor, hometown, Princeton, Illinois. Flight 150, led by Technical Sergeant Rafael Lopez, military training instructor, hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by trainees from the 331st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Master Sergeant Nathan Held. military training instructor, hometown Yorba Linda, California. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core values, service before self. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence they displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the fights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank all of the families and friends who are here in support of those graduating today. On behalf of the United States military and basic military training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of America for your support of our mission and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Your words of encouragement help motivate these graduates through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Moore will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Well, good morning. It's certainly an honor to be here this morning to watch you graduate and induct you into, as has been said many times, the world's greatest Air Force. So I'm here this morning with my battle buddy, my wingman, Chief Master Sergeant Jeremiah Ross, my senior enlisted leader, and we've got 3 quick things to do before we culminate graduation with the oath. The first one is, I have a few words for the families and the loved ones that are here with us today. The second one is, I have a few words for today's graduate, and then it will be my honor to introduce today's very, very special guest. So first to the family members, it is a true honor to look and see the stands filled with your presence. Loved ones that are here, I know from having been through this 30 years ago, that it was the support of my family that got me through it. Your support will be called for many times over the next several years. Certainly this phase of training is complete, but training in general will continue for the duration of these airmen's careers. And with your help, we certainly know that they can do anything that we ask of them. To the graduates, congratulations. I am filled with excitement for you and for the things that you have ahead of you in careers that will span a time frame that could be interesting, to say the least. We have seen over the last couple of weeks what happens when our adversaries decide to take a provocative act. I'd like to begin my brief comments this morning by going back to World War II. In 1940, the German Luftwaffe mounted a massive attack against Britain, and their goal was to get the United Kingdom to come to the peace table and sue for peace. Instead, what happened is the Royal Air Force answered the call, and victory for them was anything but certain. From the 10th of July until the 31st of October 1940, the Battle of Britain raged in the skies directly over the British homeland. And after the Royal Air Force had defeated the Luftwaffe, they had won the battle. They had not yet won World War II, but they had won that battle. Winston Churchill famously remarked, "Never in the field of human conflict has so much been owed by so many to so few." And I hope that you will never be called. I hope that America has seen the end of war. But history tells us that no generation of Americans has been spared the responsibility of defending our nation. And if your time comes, you will be that few. You will be the few on whose shoulders rest the freedoms and the ideals of America. And Chief Ross and I are part of a very large team at Headquarters Air Force, and our responsibility, our solemn duty, is to make sure that you have everything that we can provide so that you can win. Our job is to make sure that you are as ready as you possibly can be. Our job is to make sure you win. At the head of the team that we serve on sits one of the most visionary warrior leaders I know. She serves as the 19th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. She is an awesome team builder, and she is the staunchest advocate that you could possibly wish for. She represents all airmen, all of us. But as the Air Force's senior enlisted member, specifically she represents you and the rest of the enlisted corps to the Chief of Staff of the Air Force, as well as the Secretary of the Air Force. She works for you, and she does it all the time. I have never seen a more dedicated airman in all my life. Please help me welcome the 19th Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Chief Master Sergeant Joanne Bass.
Good morning, teammates. How are you? Oh, whoa. It's graduation day. So to our graduates, good morning. To the families and loved ones and friends, good morning. Good morning. How many of y'all are excited that your graduates are about to become an airman? It is always a great day to be a United States Airman, but it is especially a great day to be a United States Airman when we have 608 graduates that are about to become part of this Air Force family. Y'all give it up for this. To every one of our graduates who are looking at me like, can she hurry this up because I want to be with my families. I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you for joining the ranks of your United States Air Force, and as the narrator said, becoming part of the 1%. So I was you almost 30 years ago. In fact, 30 years ago today, I was in week 2 of basic training here on Lackland. And I'll tell you what, I joined our Air Force to do 4 quick years, get my GI Bill, and figure out life. How many of y'all remember that? Yeah. And at the 4-year mark, I only re-enlisted to pay off my Honda Civic. And it was probably at the 8-year mark, after being part of some amazing units like the 74th Fighter Squadron Flying Tigers and the 24th Special Tactics Squadron, that I really learned what it meant to wear our nation's cloth. And so to each of our graduates, no matter why you joined our United States Air Force, whether it's for 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, 28 years, I'm going to ask you to make your Air Force better, to make your career field better, to make your nation better. It is an honor to welcome you into this Air Force family. And to the 433rd Training Squadron, who has graduated over 10,000 airmen and brought them into our ranks. Family members, y'all help me give a hand clap to the 433rd Training Squad. And to our graduates, to our airmen, I have one question for you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force?
Place your flights at attention. Please stand as Lieutenant General Moore will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Welcome to the Blue.
Thank you, Lieutenant General Moore. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American Airman.
Stay with me.
As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flags pass. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all of our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass. As viewed from the bleachers, to the left of the reviewing stands, flight 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145. And to the right of the reviewing stand, flights 146, 147, 148, 149, and 150. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. Base Liberty ends at 1800 hours. When dropping off members, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not